What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the 5th episode of the Titan series. I don't know that we have an official code name for this one other than Stephen Bossman Condon. Who's got their... Dave, do you got your YouTube on? Or Steve, are you watching YouTube? Is somebody watching YouTube? No? Okay. YouTube? David's you. Somebody watching YouTube? No? Okay. YouTube? David's you. 1 second while we get YouTube's muted. All right, there we go. So we got YouTube's muted. What is going on, everybody? So we got Bossman Brands here with us today for this episode. One of the who I believe would be a pioneer, a titan in the beard world. So we're gonna find out all about his journey into bearding and his company, where he's gonna go in the future, and what he's got going on. So. I'm joined by David over here, coming from his actual studio instead of his kitchen, and then we got Steven down below. So how are you doing today, David? First of all,
I am great, man. Glad to be finally in the studio. I'll be shooting from here from now on, and I'm just glad we're on episode 5, man. And what better way? This is one of the ones I've been waiting on. But we'll get into that. Let's see how Steven's doing, and we'll get to it.
Absolutely. How you doing, Steven? Welcome in to the Titan series. Glad to have you here. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you guys for having me. It's finally dry down here in Austin, so got a little sun for the first time in a week. So, man, feeling it and ready to have a good weekend.
That's right.
Yeah, I hear a lot of stories about how hot it is in Texas right now. So it's kind of seeing you in the tank top, and then we just got snow. I'm just kind of like, man, I wish I was down in Texas right now because it would be pretty perfect.
Yeah, it was last week. It was around 100, 105, and now it's now we're at 75. So can't.
Yeah, see, that's perfect. Like 105 is perfect for me. For some reason, I just love that type of weather. And if it gets below 70, I'm just like, nope, can't do this. But
you just got to get on a boat, man.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. So if you guys in the comments have any questions, feel free to put them in there. I'm going to try to jot them down as everybody's talking. If I don't get to your question, just type it in a couple times. Moderators will help get that to me. So if you have any questions for Steven here, we'll just jump right into it. So we like to talk, kind of the beginning of your journey, Steven. So what along your journey in life got you helped you decide, like, I'm going to grow out this beard. It's this fantastic beard, and now I love it and want to start like a beard company. Like, how did that story kind of play out for you?
Man, I've always kind of had a small scruff, probably about half the size of this, and then it was probably about 8 years ago, maybe a little bit more. And I just started growing the beard out a little longer, and just like everybody else, it was itching. I couldn't figure out what to do, so I kind of started doing a little bit of research. And the guys over there, I saw the guys over there, the big barber guys in the UK, were actually kind of jumping on it a little bit quicker than over here. So got a lot of their stuff over here, and just started testing on their stuff, and it was fairly simple, to make. At least the beard oil was at first. So started making it myself in the kitchen and figuring out how to formulate stuff. And then I have a degree actually in branding and graphic design. So I've always known I wanted to make a brand. My whole life I've built bars. I've owned, I think, 7 bars, branded them all, ran them all, did all that. And the industry starts taking a toll on you, the liquor industry. So it was time to use my skills and move on to something a little bigger and better. So, what better than growing my beard out? And I was just around the time I was in the Austin Facial Hair Club. So I was growing it out really long. I probably had down to here almost a foot long beard, and started doing the contests with those guys and really getting into it and figuring it out what worked in a beard and not, because my beard would suck moisture so fast. So I was like, all right, man, well, let's just see if Bossman is available. And thank God the name was available. I don't know how I nailed that, but I won the lottery there. But started with the beard oils, Was making it myself, and then I realized I have a lot of respect for home brewers. Those guys are awesome, but I was looking a little bit bigger into the picture. I didn't want to formulate shampoos, conditioners, shaving stuff, beard pomade. I mean, all these things I wasn't going to do out of my house. So I contacted a chemist, and me and the chemist started working together, and that's kind of where it all kind of blossomed from there. And I've just been adding products ever since.
Yeah, that's super awesome. I think when I first got into the beard game and, start searching products, Bossman is just one of the first things you come across. You come across beard jelly, so then you're kind of just like, oh, this beard jelly thing, like I got to try this out. So we already have a question in the comments about the beard jelly. So what was kind of, when you're formulating, you got your beard oil, like what was the mindset behind like, okay, I need this other product and it's going to be called beard jelly?
Man, that's kind of my whole life. I'm an artist also, so I like to be innovative. If not, it kind of feels monotonous. I mean, you're just making another product. So I like to, if you notice, everything we make, like beard jelly, our mud stash wax, beard pomade, cologne, everything we try to do is a little bit edgier and something that's a necessity. And my beard was just so thick. I mean, you guys can probably look back in my Instagram or whatever.
I've seen them.
Yeah. I mean, my beard was so thick and it was just out of control. And I needed something just even, to get down to the pores, but just even heavier as an oil. So I decided, let's add a little shea and add a couple of more things and make it the viscosity a little thicker, and got something different. And man, it took off. And that's another reason. I mean, it's a marketing campaign as well. It's not only just an awesome product, but if there's something that's going to catch traction that's a little bit different, it could soar. Like cologne is going insane right now just because it's a cologne, but it's a lotion. So I mean, it's gaining some major traction right now. So little things like that's a good little for your businesses. If there's any business guys out there, always try to keep it innovative, man. It'll help.
I think it helps with the cologne that the scents are so insanely great. We were talking.
You came out with cologne. Oh, what? It's got to be almost 2 years ago or a year and a half ago.
About 2 years ago. Yeah.
And I remember I got the cologne after I had the beard oil and the jelly, and you launched it in 3 new scents, I believe, when you launched it. And I got the Royal Oud, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing scent. And I was like addicted to the cologne just for that scent. I mean, the product works good. Like, don't get me wrong, but that scent is just so amazing. Like, you want it in a cologne, and the fact that you can kind of rub it on in a lotion type thing, but still smell it all day long was fantastic. So I noticed like you're coming out with those type of scents in the oils now as well. Do you have all 3 of them, or is it just
Royal Oud just came out in everything? And that just boosted us way back up. I mean, everybody's been looking for that. That scent is crazy good. I mean, I still use it every day, and it just doesn't get old. So that now has come into everything. I'm bringing Stagecoach into cologne soon. That should be out next month. So you can match your beard stuff with the Stagecoach scent, which is leather, bourbon, and sweet tobacco. Yeah. So those will all, you can get those in everything, but yeah.
Now, a couple questions from the chat before we jump into some more company type questions. What's your favorite scent that you use? And then what's the product that you just have to use every single day?
I like, since my beard's a little shorter now, I do use my thinner oil instead of the jelly as of now. I don't know why. I guess it's just a little easier to get into the pores and stuff like that. And I do love our oil. I basically made our oil thicker than most oil on the market because I felt like it still needed the nutrients. But I did put a teeny bit of like wax in it just to kind of let it stick on a little better. So it is a thicker oil than normal. So I do like to use my oil every day. I use my pomade since my beard's so short now, so it does hold it down really well. If you have really short beards, the pomade is really good. It's thick. And then other than that, I use cologne. I cut the middle of my mustache down, so mud is not as needed anymore, which I do miss my mustache, but you know.
Yeah, that mud stash, I mean, there's just so many innovative things that we could go through, but that mud stash is one of the only things, and I just recently cut mine off to start over again, but it's one of the only things that could train my mustache the way I wanted
Only
to train.
thing on the market, man. I don't know why I don't know why we haven't been copied. You know, I put it's the world first on that and jelly, obviously, but I couldn't, when I had a mustache that big, I couldn't use anybody's products. None would hold. And then and if they did hold, you had to use a hair dryer to get it out, and screw that. I'm not going to sit there with a hair dryer and then put some cake on my face. So the mud is just like hair products. You put it on soft and it just moves all day. I love it. You know, I mean, it'll come off if you just pound water on your face because it is water based. But other than that, man, it's pretty solid all day. I love that stuff. Hang on one second. All right. But yeah, mud is probably one of my favorite products. If you have a mustache out there and you haven't tried mud, go get it, man. If you wanted to get it out of your mouth, because my mustache was probably down to here before, and it's the best. It's the only thing I could use.
And it works. That's the thing, right? Like, I like you really, I mean, you designed it, so explaining it well would make sense. But the way that it goes on, and it's easy to use, it's simple. You don't need all that extra crap. It's a great product. Yeah, if anybody hasn't tried,
it's not like, I mean, if you're trying to do the curls and everything, it'll do it, you know, if you want to just, but it's not really for that. I literally made it to get you so you can eat your damn food, so you can, you know, kiss your girlfriend, or you know, just get it out of your mouth is the main reason I wanted it, because man, it was annoying to have a mustache that big back in the days.
Yeah, that was like the first like mustache product I used was Mustache, and I think, you know, your YouTube channel kind of, when I first started like YouTubing beard stuff, you know, you had the YouTube channel, you had the big beard, you were talking about the combs, did tutorials on how to do the mustache and how you style and all those things, and you know, I kind of ran across those, and I was just like, okay, like I have that issue. I do not like eating my mustache, and you know, so I got that product, and I used, I don't know, I went through like 2 or 3 containers of the mud before I was just like not really using anything anymore. I think you just either trim or your mustache starts to get trained a little bit, and you just kind of live with it. And I feel like when you're first growing a mustache, you definitely have to get used to having a mustache and when it's there. And
we all did it the first time we grew one. We wanted to see how far we could go. And then I guess the older I got, I was like, all right, eating this thing sucks, but it's fun, man. I'm going to do it again, but I'm still single. So, you know, I got to keep my mouth available for these ladies. Once I get married, though, I'm going back.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, that was like
mine hair in her mouth, huh?
One of the biggest things is like, it's your wife or girlfriend's gonna kiss it. So
yeah.
I have a question
that wants me to grow it out.
Yeah, I have a question from a guy named Carrie at Define Beer Company. He wants you to talk about working at Best Buy.
Oh yeah. I know Carrie. Yeah, I think Carrie actually has his own products these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I worked part-time at Best Buy way back when, before I owned bars, and just for the discount. And yeah, he was there too. So he's another beard maker.
So you worked at Best Buy just to get the Best Buy discount?
Yeah, like 1 or 2 days a week for the discount. It was pretty fun.
So are you like a tech nerd, or?
I can draw bars and draw logos and just like create my own companies back there.
Are you into technology? Or are you like a tech nerd?
No, I was working in appliances.
Oh, okay.
It was the only section I could sit in the back and fuck off.
So you needed a new dishwasher. You were saving up for a dishwasher. Got it. Yeah.
Call me. Call me if you need some beard oil and a dishwasher and a
Yeah.
and a vacuum.
So what kind of businesses do you have now? So you're a businessman, artist. Like what are you working on right now outside of Bossman?
As of probably 6 months ago, I sold 2 of my bars. So I'm completely Bossman, and I sell my art. So I don't know if you can see here. There's a painting behind me.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And there's probably one right here. So I'm also an artist. I've been kind of full time just Bossman now in art. So the bars I'm completely done, and since we're moving into more products, a lot of time spending developing these products. So I need to focus more on the Bossman. So
speaking of art, I couldn't get over that the goldfish painting you did, which was epic. The one with the long, and then what's the new one? The man and
way over there.
Yep, there it is. And then the recent one was like the man and woman.
Yeah.
Like seeing the stages, the progression of that is just, I guess that shows you I'm kind of a fanboy on IG. It always kind of
No, thanks, man. That's something that a lot of people don't know about me is I've been selling art since I was probably 17 years old. So it's kind of where all this comes from. And I love the product formulation and stuff. I really got into that, and it's kind of like my new art, literally. Okay, what product am I gonna do next? And how am I gonna make it different? And the scents, that's why my scents are so different than everybody's. It's another art to me as well. So that's why it really does fulfill my art side of myself, and I get to tackle a little bit of the business. So yeah, I try to paint when I can, but literally I'm formulating stuff and testing stuff all day. It kind of takes the innovation and the creativity out of me. I just want to come home and stare at the TV and watch football.
That's right. Speaking
Who is your favorite football team?
My fantasy team called Bossman, of course.
Okay, so your fantasy team's your favorite team. You don't have like an NFL team that's your favorite. You just kind of do the fantasy.
Oilers guy, so what the fuck am I gonna do now? I'm gonna like the Titans, I guess. I don't mind the Titans, but I can't. Texans, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can jump on the Chiefs bandwagon.
Huh?
Yeah, you could jump on the Chiefs bandwagon. You got them for at least 10 years yet. I mean,
I don't mind the Titans, and they're still considered, I guess, the Oilers. But I'll just cheer for a Texas team if they're doing good. But last night didn't look too good.
Oh, last night was great, but
I can't tell if Texans just suck or Chiefs are just that badass.
Oh, it's a good year, man.
So we have a small batch company in here that said that he was at a craft show selling his products last year, and somebody walked up to him and said that their daughter worked at the Bossman manufacturing plant, and he thought that was pretty cool. So
whoa, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. And then he said seeing the owner is even cooler than that. What's that?
We formulate in Dallas. I mean, we manufacture in Dallas.
Yeah, so
that's cool.
He's not in Dallas, but I guess the daughter of these people must be in Dallas if she
Very
works.
Cool. I love how you have all the supply companies in here, man. So hello to all the other supply guys, beard guys. Keep it up. It's a tough market. Just keep pushing through. Stay innovative.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of
don't copy my shit.
So even speaking of innovation, you've gone through some changes, lately. You kind of a year ago, I guess right before Colotion, you had some beard oil, some beard jelly, mud, and Fortify, and maybe that was about it, right? And then Colotion came out. Then you kind of go now where you rebrand all the bottles, the labels, the color schemes. Like, what's all behind that with the rebrand?
We were kind of the amber-looking bottles and everything, which was cool, but I kind of wanted to, go more of like the matte black, cleaner kind of all-American look. I guess I was kind of going for a little bit more, and then I wanted my whole line to kind of be known for, okay, this is the black line, which is beard. And then since I'm moving into shaving and hair and all these different products, I want to kind of do a matte white and gray, like shampoo, conditioner, aftershave, shaving. So I want to like them to look the same, but just a slightly different color, but beard is black. So I kind of have a strategy going for all of that. The amber didn't really make sense into all that. I mean, if you can kind of see like the matte, stuff like that, or like, the Fortify now is black matte. So that being said, I'm moving into shaving. Nobody's ever seen this, by the way. So
You're
I'm
hearing it
moving
here
into
first.
shaving. So here's aftershave stuff. And so I'm going to have my matching. That's going to be more the bath stuff, like soaps and hair and conditioners. And here's my shampoo conditioner stuff coming out. So we're going kind of in the matte theme, and black was beard, and the rest will be white and kind of gray. So it's good to kind of keep things uniform, just so they kind of recognize the brand. So that's kind of why I kind of wanted to go that direction.
So you're coming out with a shampoo and conditioner, is what I'm taking from the last minute of conversation.
Yeah, man. What I did is I got about 60 women, and they all came to my house. No, I'm kidding. But what I did was I basically got the best stuff in every salon. I mean, all the way from $200 conditioner down to $8 conditioner. And I had a contest and a blind contest, and let all these girls try different ones. And I figured out the 2 or 3 best conditioners out on the market, no matter the price, and figured out why, figured out what's going on, and figured out that these girls get fucked. So it's too expensive. It is outrageously expensive. So, and I started figure out what ingredients were, and what was working, what wasn't. So I figured out my own, and basically whooped them. And all the girls that I've tried have taken mine. They love mine compared to all the expensive stuff. And I'm going to make my stuff like probably $20, $25. It's like, so I basically want to do shampoo and conditioner that's affordable. And I'm doing this whole campaign the whole campaign is going to be, my commercials are kind of silly and everything. So I want to do a whole campaign of like, your girlfriend's going to steal your shampoo conditioner. So it's going to be a whole campaign if she's going to steal your shit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that up to where the girls are going to love the conditioner so much, they're going to steal it and get Boss Man in their head. And I own the trademark Boss Ma'am.
Nice.
There you go.
So that's probably a year from now, Boss Ma'am will come out. And I already have a few products formulated. The shampoo conditioner is already done. I mean, I whooped them. It's good stuff. So that's kind of, I don't even know if I could have told you all this.
Are you going to have the same
I
sense?
already have a trademark, so I can't get copied. Do what?
The same sense as your beard products for like the men's shampoo line?
Yeah. So I'm doing a shampoo conditioner. It's going to be like a quinoa and coconut. It's going to be one of the main ingredients. The shampoo is going to be like keratin and like vitamin B. And I'm going to do Royal Ode, Vetiver, and Stagecoach.
So good.
And then I'm going to do a shaving cream, and then I'm doing a cooling caffeinated aftershave. And those will be in the same 3. So I'm going to do the 3 Vetiver, Royal Ode, and Stagecoach, and everything bath now.
So you said caffeinated, and we've heard that a couple times. So for those that don't know, like, what's the reasoning behind caffeine?
Caffeine's supposed to help with the moisture, help with razor burn, stuff like that. Pretty much just the caffeine. The caffeinated helps with razor burn. I guess helps clean out your pores. I guess that's how I explain it.
I've seen some with like some shampoos and stuff.
I know caffeinated for hair actually helps out with thickening your hair and stuff like that. It'll, like guys with thin hair, it helps thicken the hair. But when it comes to shaving, I think it's more of like a more of a cleaning, moisturizing agent.
Gotcha.
I think we've overlooked, like, talking about all the new products and old. There is one product that we haven't mentioned that's one of my personal favorites when it comes to bar soaps.
Yeah.
The Bossman charcoal is mind blowing. Like, I have tried other charcoal soaps. I have gone down the ringer looking at stuff for reviews, and I always come back to that bar soap. So
Dude,
whatever
that
you did on
that soap put us on the map, man. That soap is ridiculous. I guess that's something I've never stopped using from day one. I know everybody I'm working with my manufacturer every time. I'm trying to make more scents for my soap, and I just cannot. My scents are just not working with the soap. I've had one scent the whole time, so I'm still working on getting more scents out. I just cannot expand it because for some reason my scents they all smell the same every time they make it. So still working on that.
I mean, I like the soap.
Man, soap is a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the soap is really good though, and I like it's got the exfoliant type feel in it. So when you're washing, you're getting like a good scrub on it, and to me, that's like something for me that when I have a soap, I need something in there.
I use it for everything, man. You know,
that's what I was gonna say. That's one of the few products I can go head to toe, hair, face, beard, everything.
Oh, another thing when we were talking about newer products, it's been over a year, but I have 95% perfected a badass all natural deodorant too.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's 100% all natural. So I'm going first with an all natural, and then I'm going to do probably like a charcoal antiperspirant next. Will be in the future as well.
So it sounds like a whole lot of new things from Bossman coming.
Oh my God, dude. You want to look at this. You want to just see this is my dining room table. This is all I do is like people just come in and I'm just like, all I do is formulate, man. It's fun. That's not even my restroom.
So I was gonna, that kind of leads right into my next question. I was gonna ask, like, how in depth, like how in development process, how deep are your hands in the process of the development of the new products, the scents, and all that?
It's now that we're moving out of beard, I'm learning now. I was always learning, but man, it's out of beard is another ball game. I mean, when it comes to conditioner, there's probably 40 ingredients in the thing. So there's no way a rookie, if you're not a scientist, can just learn all of these things. So my lab helps me a ton with the new stuff. The older stuff, I was directly hands-on. I was trying to make it myself and then trying things on myself. But now it's like a shampoo conditioner. I basically research ingredients, tell my lab, I'm like, okay, these are the ingredients that I want in it. If you have a couple things you want to throw in there for a certain reason, go for it. So I would say now I tell them what to put in it. And if they have some suggestions, then they throw it in. They help me out. I don't know if that's TMI or not.
I did see one of the greatest comments I've ever seen in a live stream that said, if you ever see a boat in the water in Austin full of hot women, you can almost guarantee that it's Stephen Condon.
Who the hell said that?
Carrie.
Hey, it's my off time.
Right.
Hey, if you're single, you just might as well enjoy it, right?
Absolutely.
That's another reason we grow the beard out, right? The ladies love it.
So speaking of boats, I feel like I saw an IG post recently about a boat.
My business partners.
That's a beautiful boat.
It's the coolest boat I've ever seen.
It's got misters.
And the boat has misters.
It's got its own wet
2020 Pavati.
It's beautiful.
Pretty unbelievable, man. Yeah, we haven't even pulled out the stripper pole yet.
I was surprised it didn't have one of like the retractable ones.
It does have one.
Nice.
And it lights up.
It makes sense.
And it has CO2 cannons spraying on it.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Funny money.
Funny money.
That's not
One
me.
of the-
Man. That's not me. That's. I wish that he's got his own business. Bossman ain't doing that. And if it did, I don't think I'd do that. I'm too old for that, man. I'm 42.
One of the somebody's saying that you're a great artist and you should stop by and help Joe Rogan redesign his new studio in Texas.
I heard he's somewhere on the lake here in Austin. I'm sure I'll run it. It's a very small city. I'm sure I'll run into him.
Yeah, and somebody else that's in the
Charles. I didn't even realize I can look at these comments now that I clicked on comments.
Yeah. They're kind of behind when you do it through that, so we generally try to just keep everybody not. But somebody's talking about how jacked you are.
I can answer Bearded Dragon. A lot of people ask me about the oud wood. Depends on what oud is mixed with. Well, honestly, there's no products out there that you're going to find with real oud wood in it. Oud wood, whatever you want to call it. I call it oud. I'm from Texas. But it's not really going to have oud wood in it because a piece of oud wood this big is about $20,000. So you have to regenerate it as close as you can with other essential oils, and we nailed it. I mean, we nailed it. But yeah, all these oud wood, like even Tom Ford, a freaking $400, cologne doesn't even have oud in it. So it's, you just got to kind of regenerate it with different wood,
So J.R. Rodriguez, I've seen the question a couple times, says, will there be a new jelly scent?
What I was thinking about doing with the new scent was, I'm getting a lot of feedback to bring in the Colossian scents because the Gatsby is really good.
Gatsby,
yeah, the Gatsby is money, man. Like the longer Gatsby sits on you, it just gets better and better. I think Gatsby might be maybe my next one coming into it. Why not? Since I already have it in Colossian, so I think I'd like to round them all at some point. It's just like since I'm not a home brewer and I'd like to get this out there, it's like everybody's like, "Well, do this. Make a pumpkin spice latte one." I'm like, dude, when I do it, I can't. I'm with a manufacturing company, so my minimum is 2,000 a unit. So it's like I can't just pump out like a scent like it's nothing because then I got to do 2,000 of every product. So I'm like, I can't just make it and then send them out, So when I bring in a new scent, it's a big deal for me. It's a very expensive process. So that's why I'm not just pumping out scents. We have 6 or 7, so not bad.
Gatsby is amazing.
What about Stagecoach and Colossian? We're getting that question a couple times,
and then Colossian will be out in possibly a month or 2. It's already in the works. So yes, packaging's done, everything's done. It smells amazing. I actually like Stagecoach and Colossian better than Royal Oud. For some reason, the lotion just made Stagecoach just amazing. So that will be coming out. Probably that's
other than like
one's coming out, and then shampoo and conditioner, and then shaving stuff, and then deodorant. Deodorant's it's been like probably almost a year and a half now. I've been formulating deodorant because it's hard to beat these guys.
Yeah. And what about things like combs? We got a couple of questions on if you'd make a wide tooth comb. Are you got any plans for doing products, like actual products other than wearable products?
Our comb is fairly wide tooth. I was thinking about that. This powder coated one that we have is fairly wide. So it kind of does take care of the wide tooth. I know it is a metal, but we did powder coat it so it doesn't have any static or whatsoever.
Yeah, I can attest to that. It does not it has no static or anything like that. It's nice
everybody's
size and feel.
Everybody's so negative about a metal comb, but man, it doesn't stick at all.
It doesn't snag or nothing. I've never had an issue with it.
Yeah, it's a patented design. too. I actually designed it on the computer, did everything. If you look, there's not one part of it has a 90 degree edge. So everything's rounded. So it'll never snag. Even the small holes are just rounded. So just never going to get a snag. So that's why I wanted to make that. So because when it has a little 90 degree, that's what's snagging on you.
Are you online only, or are you in retail stores anywhere?
We are in 60 Whole Foods in Southern region, but they only have Magic and Hammer. So I recommend, we're Amazon Prime everywhere. So everything's on Amazon. Amazon Prime's huge, and then the website is pretty big. Other than that, we're in like a bunch of barbers and stuff, and then I have distribution in a bunch of countries. But yeah, that as far as chain, we're working with Target, we're working with Walmart, but I don't know. I'm still up in the air about that yet. Target maybe a little bit more, but we're talking to them right now. I'm not too ecstatic about it, but Target wouldn't be bad.
So Charles says, do you have good relationships with other Austin-based companies or like beard makers, I guess?
I have the best, man. Like I said before all this, I've been in the Austin Facial Hair Club, so I have been pro beard with everybody. I get along with everybody. Like Eric Banholst, we've been in contests against each other. Like we talk, we're pretty good buddies when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm in we have a manufacturer's room on Facebook. We're always talking. I'm really good friends with the guys over there at Roughneck, or I don't know what they're called. 1972 or 17. What is his company? Mike Robinson. Anyways, I am pretty tight with a lot of them actually. So we do kind of help each other out. And then Kerry is in Austin. He's a new guy. The Bearded Bastard guys are here in Austin. I never talk to Jeremiah anymore, or he's kind of gone, or I don't know where he's been. But yeah, pretty tight with everybody. The Live Bearded guys. I mean, we've texted and stuff before, so.
Yeah, it's cool to see community. Like I know on our side, a lot of us content creators or just community guys, we all talk to each other. So it's cool to know on the other side of that, the same thing's going on. That's cool.
Yeah. Exactly. And they help you out. They're like, oh, hey, look, somebody's copying your shit. Check this link out.
So a couple questions. One about your tattoos. You have quite a few tattoos. Are any of them things that you've drawn?
Yeah, I actually drew all this black on a body when I was 17. So it's been a long process my whole life. And I just got this one on my leg.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that does look fresh.
That didn't feel good. All the way down the foot. But yeah, man, I have one humongous tattoo all over my body. So
yeah, I saw the needle they used for that one on your leg.
Yeah, it was like that thick. It was crazy. It was like a lawnmower.
That's neat.
And then okay, so I've heard stories, and so I kind of want to get your perspective on it. Okay. I heard that when you started Bossman, you were walking around with a backpack through Austin, handing out business cards and showing people the products. So walk us through that process. Like, I mean, that's a lot of determination. So what'd that look like for you?
Man, I know I'm not a home brewer. I'm not, but, and we've gotten pretty big, but I worked my ass off. I literally, and you can steal this idea, but what I would do is get you can order little perfume, 1,000 perfume vials and put them all on a deal. And I would get a eardropper and just get my beard oil and fill up every single little one, man. And I would stick tape around it and have a business card. And this was before there was oil. I think Eric Beard Brand was out. Honest Amish might have been out. There was a couple other little guys. Roughneck was out. So there was only a few, but nobody knew what the fuck beard oil was, So I would go to Austin City Limits Festival, or I'd go to festivals, and I would sit outside and wait for them to get out with my backpack and like 5,000 beard oil samples and just boom, 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 constantly hand them out. And man, it worked, dude. It worked. Handing, because nobody knew what beard. Once they put it on, they were like, "Holy, what is this stuff?" So I hustled. I did that for a couple of years. It was just me by myself I was in my living room, printing out tape, put on boxes. I did that for years, man. So I was in the trenches at first. So.
And I mean, that's what it takes to succeed, right? Like everybody, the world has gone to this thought process that everything's going to be given to me. And it's just not that way. Like if you want it, you have to grind for it. Yeah, you do, man. And it makes you feel a little bit more humble about everything, rather than just giving it to you. So I wouldn't trade it for the world.
When was that? Like how long ago was that compared to where you're at now?
Probably 2014, 15.
Okay.
So
you've been hustling for 5 years to get where you're at now.
Yeah, shit, more than that. Or wait, 2000. How many? When was that? 2014. So yeah, about 6 or 7 years. Yeah, I'm glad they're out of my living room. That was hilarious. Especially after a festival, man. That shit worked. I would put a code on there and man, it actually works. So that's a good idea for you guys. If you're just starting out, do that stuff.
Yeah, we got a guy in here. His name is Mike. He says he loves your artwork. He remembers the frog you painted.
Hey, it's for sale.
So now he's asking, how long have you been painting?
Since painting and selling art since I was 18 years old. But drawing and stuff since I was a kid.
That's awesome.
Was that just like a passion you just had growing up? It just was a natural talent that you kind of just had? Or what got you into that, wanting to draw, wanting to do art?
I was a kid drawing in class and stuff. And then a friend of mine brought me a bunch of canvases because they tore down a gallery or something. Had some extra canvases, like, hey, you want these? And I was like a freshman in college. I was like 18, 17. And so I did them and then sold them right away. I was like, oh, okay, people buy these things. So, I've been selling art since then. And, man, I guess it's all self-taught. So I guess I can see things and make them look real. So it's fun. I'm evolving a lot more. Every time I do it, I evolve a little more, I feel like.
Have you thought about opening an art gallery at all?
No, I'm looking to build a football stadium with Bossman on.
Nice.
There you go.
That's my ultimate goal. No. But I paint when I come home and just get my mind off of
so book. It's fun and relaxing, not something that you want to make into like a job or something like that. Yeah.
No. Bossman. I'll have it till the day I die. I love it too much.
That's what's
and
up.
Boss ma'am. I mean, you just never know, I mean, never know where it's gonna go.
You might as well use that email list.
So recently you brought out an ambassador. I remember the ad was kind of the new face of Bossman. I've seen him a couple times around, and now you brought out like a second stage to the ambassador program, right?
What do you mean second stage?
Like kind of a more than one person. Like I thought I saw a post or something where you were encouraging people to,
No. Keith is the winner for this year, and we have about a year of content of him just doing really cool stuff, and the whole theme we kind of wanted to go, and this is why we picked him, because we basically were looking for our campaign is we want to bring back the old Camel Man, not the Marlboro Man, but the Camel Man was way cooler. The whole 70s grainy, look, the manly man, fixing his airplane or out there fly fishing or whatever it may be. that's kind of the campaign we were going for, and that's why Keith was really good. He was a family man. He liked cars. He liked all this stuff. His beard's crazy awesome. So that was kind of the whole thing around the Be Your Own Boss campaign. So keep looking out for that. We're going to totally nail I don't know if you could tell from the first ads or whatever, but we're going the whole Camel Man route. It should be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I saw a pic of him like fly fishing.
Fly fishing, right?
Yeah,
Pretty
and
cool,
that dude's beard is epic.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss my beard. Oh.
Can you, I'll get back to the beard in a second. Can you talk about your auto racing sponsorship? We got a question in the comments about that. So
my business partner, he helps run the Amazon side of things. He is actually a professional racer. So Bossman obviously helped him fund a little bit of the stuff for his racing, and we've been on tour all year. I mean, we won first here down at the Circuits of America a couple months ago. That was our first win, and we totaled the car last week.
Have you thought about going up into NASCAR or anything like that?
No, our car's totaled. We're on a break. Oh, it's slammed into the wall. There's no more Bossman car right now. So we're looking at a couple different other cars. The reason we had the Nissan, we were in the I don't know what the class is, but we're against like BMWs and Nissans and the 360s and everything. And we had a 360 because he loved the manual shift. But man, these paddle shift guys you just can't compete. They're beasts. So we're looking at a BMW to maybe get back into the game, but we're in no rush. That was an expensive crash. I'll show you pictures when we're done.
Racing in general is expensive.
The whole thing, the whole sport is absolutely expensive.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So earlier, just a minute ago, you mentioned you missed the beard. Is it going to make a comeback? Is the big beard, the big long beard, going to make a comeback anytime soon?
Man, I don't think anytime soon. I think I went 4.5 years without without totally cutting it off, but not anytime soon, man. Dating with that thing I'm already a short guy. So that thing literally made me look like a little elf running around, dude. My beard it's so big, it looks like a bobblehead. But it's nice. I loved it, but no, I not for a little bit. Not until I find a girlfriend that wants me to grow that out, and then I'm coming back. And that's right. And I love the contests, man. I love sponsoring them. I love being a part of them. I really do miss that aspect of bearding and stuff. So one day.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody asked in the comments, what BMW are you thinking? Like,
I don't even model. Man, I don't know the name of them. We had a 370Z Nissan. That's the one we just totaled, but I don't know. I'll send y'all the class. They're all the same. There's like 20 of them in the damn class, and we're the only Nissan. So they're all paddle shifters. So the Nissan, my business partner Joe, he's the only one. He likes the standard, the manual transmission. But we've learned that you just got to have the paddle these days, which sucks.
I can answer Dragon's question in the comments. Do you think the jelly would do good in a gray beard? I have a lot of gray in my beard, and I am a jelly fan. That stuff is amazing.
Yeah. There's no reason not to do it in a gray beard. The only reason I've ever heard of, I had to change my mud because the carnauba wax was actually tinting mustaches for gray and white ones. But other than that, there's nothing that in any of these products that will tint anything. And the only thing I've ever seen as far as tinting is like mustache wax. Watch out for that. That can actually tint your mustache or make it yellow. Other than that, like if you ever see like a product kind of, if you like have a white balm and it kind of gets a little bit brown on you, that means there's vanilla in it. and the vanilla beans are changing the color up a little bit. So don't be scared of that. That's all a natural situation. But other than that, there's no reason to not use all the same stuff on a white beard. I don't know of any ingredients that are totally tinting.
Do you have a bottle of beard oil right there with you?
Yeah.
Like the new. Yeah. So the jelly. Okay. So that's the new flat black look right there.
Yeah. And that's that's the beard oil now.
Yeah, those square bottles. Okay.
And then mud is now coming in this.
So is that a bigger container than what it was in?
So I'm doing the same price for an extra 0.25 ounces. So you're getting now into 1 ounce, and it's a cool. This is glass bottle or glass jar. So
yeah, those look good. I like that.
Thanks. And then the balm turned out really nice.
The pomade.
So the cool thing, and the main reason I wanted to get into this is because now that I'm doing high volume, I wanted to get rid of labels. So if you notice, I don't have labels. No more labels.
So it's all printed right on there?
Printing right. Yeah, everything I have now is straight on the bottle, man. So now I don't have to pay for labeling, which is expensive, to get, because it is a pain in the ass to label stuff. So I save money on printing, save money on printing a label, and save money on application. So,
and it's probably always probably don't have to worry about it being perfectly straight. It's already aligned. Done deal. Yeah, I love that.
I've been wanting to do that for 3 years now. It's just it's a process to find somebody to do it.
I think it's well worth it in the end. It looks great.
Thanks, man.
So do you have to do something in the manufacturing process, like buy your containers and then send it to somebody to have them ink it?
Yeah. I have a container manufacturing company, and I send that over to my manufacturing company, and that's where it all goes. And then they box it and send it out, and I have a fulfillment company in Austin now. So I have a full-time fulfillment company, and then Amazon is all Amazon Prime.
So there is a creator, another business in the room.
It's just a bunch of creators in here.
Yeah, he was actually the Titan right before you. And it is the Luxurious Bastard Dave from Lux said, "Tell Steven I said hi."
Oh, what's up, dude? My Instagram buddies too, man.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love how tight the community is. We did have a room on Facebook for a while. It was awesome, called the I'll say that. I'll send that. I'll put that in the notes here. Or I'll put it on your YouTube. But yeah, it used to be really active, but I guess it kind of just saturated, and I don't know where all the people are now these days.
You have a Facebook group for Bossman, right?
Yeah. The bearded or the Bossman Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And that's a big one.
Yeah,
there's a ton of people in there.
Yeah, and it's all organic ones. I mean, it's only like 6,000, but still, it's like those are all true organic people that we didn't just, bots didn't scrape up like all these other guys are doing. All these people, if they have over 100,000 people in their room, come on, we ain't stupid. I've been in the game since I've had that room since 2015, and it's only at 6,000. But we filter strong because the content there is awesome. They're very active. It's legit, Yeah,
so, there's a ton of interaction in the room. That's the key.
And I'm interacting in it,
Yeah, that's what's up.
It's part of my job. I won't stop interacting with people in there.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I don't remember what it was. I think it was right when Colossian came out. I was like, I think I pre-ordered it. It was in the first batch, like right when it came out, and like something happened. Like I think it maybe broke in shipping or something. And like you actually replied to me because it was like contact us, so it was like, and you and I were kind of chatting back and forth on how to handle the situation. And it was actually pretty cool, to know like, okay, a bigger company like that you're responding,
People appreciate it, man. They really do. And I'll never stop that no matter how big that room gets, man. It really is cool. Oh, we got a question. I don't style like mud. But strictly on the name. I want to play with my stash. So if you're wanting to just play with it and start like getting it out of your mouth, if it's getting long enough, it's getting in your mouth, mud is the best for it. Like it's literally, I mean, I'll show you. You're not going to find mustache wax that does this. Like, see that?
It's almost more of like a pomade feel.
Yeah,
like
it's like a pomade feel, but
like that's the texture.
But it never gets hard. You can move it all day. You can, so yeah, it's perfect for if you just want to play with it. And if you want to try the curls, you can. But like I said, it's not really made for that. If you want to do the curls, you want to do hairspray on your fingertips and then hairspray fingertips and then make your curl. But use mud to start.
Yeah, that mud's great stuff, man. I can't say enough good things about it.
And you have a good video on it on your YouTube. Is that still there?
Any questions about any of the products? Yeah, I'm always updating like how-to videos on my YouTube. So mud, it teaches you how to put the mud on and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, because if I remember right, it's basically start at the middle and brush it out. You know, use your fingers, use the comb.
Yeah, stick it in the middle and then just pull it out. Yeah.
Yep. But, so I definitely remember that. So. Is the mud medium hold?
It's about I would say it's a medium hold. You can make it a hard hold if you put a lot on, but like I said, it's not really for styling. It's more of a training and get it the hell out of your mouth agent.
My stash is ruler long, but trained out of the mouth. I'm looking for more style out of my realm, so thank you. That's what the channel. I'll sub for.
Yeah, man.
What's the channel stuff for sure? It's Bossman Brands, right?
Yeah. And Vinny, if like I said, man, get what was it? I forgot the name of the hairspray, but if you get a hairspray, spray it on your fingertips and start working that curl. Spray your fingertips, work that curl. That's how you and you can slowly hair dry that too to dry that. And then that's how you'll get your curls with hairspray on the tips. Unless you want to get the cakey, mustache wax, you can go that direction too. Like I know Firehouse makes a really good, really hard mustache wax if you're looking for really hard mustache.
What about Elmer's glue? I've heard like a lot of competition people use
glue. No, all the competition people are using it's the Got to Be. GOT.
Yeah.
GO2B. That's what all the competitors use.
Okay. Cool. Interesting. I bet we're gonna have a lot of people trying that now.
I don't know if my video is still on there, but I did have a video of competition mustache training. I might still have it on my YouTube, and I even do the spray and show you how to do it. It might be on my YouTube.
That's a funny joke, Ben. It's a funny joke.
What?
Yeah, I thought that was a hilarious joke. But we got just a couple minutes left here, Steven, so we can let him get on with his Friday night. I'm sure there's boats and all the fun stuff. It's a Friday night in Austin. There's got to be something going on. So if you have any last questions, throw them in the comments right now. Otherwise, we'll start wrapping up this 5th edition of the Titan series and go there.
I thank you guys for having me on. Like I said, if you ever have any questions or anything, if you're not in the Brotherhood, go on there, and I'm always pretty active. You can talk to me there. And just look out for a whole nother campaign of products coming out, and we're going to take care of your wife in the future. So big, exciting things for Bossman coming. So we're just getting started.
Yeah, I'm pumped for the shampoo and conditioner as a dude with longer hair.
Yeah, you're going to love it. I'll send you some so you can try it out whenever I get enough to get you some. Right now,
that would be awesome. I'd love to try it out and give you a feedback. And
perfect. Yeah, you would be perfect. You look like you have a thick head of hair.
I have super thick hair. Yeah, super thick.
You're lucky, man. I had to move mine from the back to the front.
Hey, it happens, right?
Yeah. It's a boob job for guys.
Yeah, there you go. See, there you go. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks, Steven. Check out Bossman Brands. Check them out on Amazon. If you guys have Prime and you want that 2-day shipping, you got it on Amazon. You got it on the website. If you're down in South and Texas areas, you can go into Whole Foods and check it out. I recommend the Royal Oud scent. That's my favorite one that he's got out right now, but Magic is good too. That was my original favorite scent. So, David, any final last comments to wrap it up here, and we'll let Steven get on with his day.
Not so much. Just like anything else, I'm grateful that you came on. We are attempting to get the Titans reunion with all the creators we had with us. So I'm hoping we can get you in for that, because that'd be awesome to see everybody once. But yeah, thank you guys that showed up in the room. Steven, thank you. If you want to hang out in the room for a minute when we get off here, short talk. But other than that, it's another great Titan series.
I can hang out just for a little bit longer.
Oh,
Thank you, guys.
A little bit longer. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. We'll just we'll try it with you backstage after this here, and thanks everybody for joining, and we'll see you guys all soon. And yeah, we'll end it with the be on the lookout, because there's some changes at Faithfully Bearded coming Sunday.